These are the 7 reasons why you should retire as soon as possible. Retirement isn't just a milestone, it's a race against time. Every year you delay, you're losing something priceless, the freedom to truly live. Studies show that delaying retirement can actually shorten your lifespan, while early retirees report higher happiness levels. So why are so many people still grinding away, sacrificing their best years for a paycheck? The truth is, the system is designed to keep you working longer than necessary. Here's why you should break free as soon as possible, before it's too late. Time is your most valuable asset. If you lost money today, you could always make it back. But if you lose time, it's gone forever. And yet, millions of people trade the best years of their lives for a paycheck, believing that retirement should come later. The problem: later often turns into never, or into a version of retirement where your body is too tired, your health is too fragile, and your dreams are out of reach. Think about it. The average person spends over 90,000 hours working in a lifetime. That's 1/3 of your entire existence spent on the clock, often sacrificing family time, personal goals, and even health. Many retirees finally leave their jobs, only to realize they don't have the energy to do the things they once dreamed of. Whether it's traveling, learning new skills, or simply enjoying time with loved ones. Warren Buffett once said, "The rich invest in time, the poor invest in money." This mindset is exactly why the wealthy prioritize buying back their time as early as possible. They understand that money is just a tool, but time is the ultimate wealth. Retiring early isn't about laziness, it's about maximizing life itself. The longer you wait, the fewer years you have to truly enjoy. The choice is simple. Work until you're too old to live fully, or take control of your time now and spend it on what actually matters. Now ask yourself, how much of your time are you willing to trade for money? Because once it's gone, there's no buying it back. Delaying retirement can shorten your life. Most people assume that working longer will lead to a more secure and comfortable retirement. But what if I told you that delaying retirement could actually shorten your lifespan? Studies suggest that the longer you stay in the workforce, the higher your risk of developing serious health issues, including heart disease, high blood pressure, and even cognitive decline. A study published in the Journal of Health Economics found that each additional year of work after age 65 increases the risk of early death. The stress, long hours, and mental exhaustion take a toll, even if you love your job. Meanwhile, retirees who step away earlier often experience reduced stress, better mental health, and a longer life expectancy. But it's not just about the physical effects. There's also the psychological impact of waiting too long. Many retirees report feeling like they wasted their best years working, only to retire when their bodies no longer allow them to fully enjoy life. The freedom they worked for comes too late. Think about the stories of people who retire at 70 only to fall ill within a few years. Now compare that to those who retire in their 50s or early 60s, traveling, staying active, and spending quality time with family. The difference? They chose life over work. So the real question isn't, can I afford to retire early but can I afford not to? Because the longer you wait, the greater the risk that you'll never get to fully enjoy the retirement you've worked so hard for. That you can travel and explore while you're still active. Retirement isn't just about quitting your job. It's about gaining the freedom to do the things you've always dreamed of. And for many, that dream includes traveling the world, exploring new places, and experiencing life beyond the daily grind. But here's the harsh truth. If you wait too long, you might not be physically able to enjoy it. How many people do you know who plan to travel after retirement only to find themselves too tired, too sick, or too limited to do so? The reality is that aging brings physical challenges, joint pain, reduced mobility, lower energy levels that can make long flights, walking, tours, and adventurous activities nearly impossible. A study from the American Medical Association found that by age 70, nearly 2/3 of retirees have at least one chronic health condition that limits their ability to travel. And yet, most people still push retirement further down the road, assuming they'll have plenty of time later. Early retirees, on the other hand, get to enjoy their bucket list while they're still healthy, energetic, and independent. Whether it's hiking through national parks, exploring ancient cities, or simply taking road trips across the country, retiring sooner means experiencing life before age takes the opportunity away. The world is waiting, but it won't wait forever. The question is, will you be ready to explore it while you still can? Work stress is slowly killing. Stress isn't just an inconvenience, it's a silent killer. And for millions of people, their job is the number one source of it. The American Institute of Stress reports that 83% of U.S. workers suffer from work-related stress, which has been directly linked to heart disease, high blood pressure, anxiety, and even early death. Think about it. Decades of tight deadlines, long commutes, demanding bosses, and sleepless nights worrying about work take a serious toll on your body. And yet, many people convince themselves that they need to keep pushing, sacrificing their health in the name of financial security. But what good is financial security if you don't live long enough to enjoy it? A study from Harvard Business School found that workplace stress contributes to at least 120,000 deaths per year in the U.S. alone. Chronic stress increases cortisol levels, which weakens the immune system, damages the heart, and accelerates aging. In short, the longer you stay in a stressful job, the more you risk cutting years off your life. Early retirees escape this toxic cycle and often experience an immediate improvement in their health. Lower stress levels lead to better sleep, healthier eating habits, and more time for exercise and relaxation. Many retirees even report that they feel years younger after leaving their high-pressure jobs. So, the real question is, how many years of your life are you willing to sacrifice for a paycheck? Because work stress won't wait until retirement to take its toll. It's happening right now. If you want to learn everything you need for a comfortable retirement with more money in your pocket and without leaving unnecessary money to the government, subscribe to our channel now. You gain full control over your time. Right now, your time isn't truly yours. Your alarm clock dictates when you wake up. Your boss decides how you spend your day. Your schedule revolves around meetings, deadlines, and responsibilities that aren't even for your own benefit. But what if you could reclaim your time completely? One of the greatest benefits of early retirement is the ability to wake up every day and decide exactly how you want to spend your time. No more rushing through breakfast, sitting in traffic, or missing important moments with family because of work obligations. Instead, you have the freedom to focus on what actually matters to you, whether that's traveling, learning new skills, volunteering, or simply enjoying life at a slower pace. Consider this. The average full-time worker spends over 40 hours per week on the job. That's nearly 2,000 hours per year, or roughly a decade of your life spent working between ages 50 and 65 alone. Imagine what you could do with that time if it were fully yours. Many retirees describe the shift as finally feeling alive. They wake up without stress, pursue hobbies they never had time for, and reconnect with loved ones in ways they never could during their working years. And the best part, they're in control. So ask yourself, how much longer do you want someone else controlling your time? Because once you retire, every hour becomes truly yours. And that's a kind of wealth no paycheck can ever replace. The longer you work, the more you risk market crashes. Most people assume that working longer means building a bigger nest egg. But what they don't realize is that the longer you delay retirement, the more you expose yourself to financial risks, especially market crashes. Imagine spending 30 or 40 years carefully growing your 401k or IRA, only to see a sudden recession wipe out a huge portion of your savings right before you retire. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario. It has happened before. The 2008 financial crisis and the COVID-19 market crash in 2020 destroyed retirement accounts overnight, forcing many older workers to delay retirement indefinitely. The closer you are to retirement, the less time you have to recover from a financial downturn. Younger workers have decades to rebuild after a crash. But if you're in your 60s, a major loss could mean working years longer than planned or drastically cutting your retirement lifestyle. Early retirees, on the other hand, have the advantage of shifting their portfolios away from risky investments before a crisis hits. By retiring sooner, you can transition your assets into safer, more stable options, protecting your wealth rather than gambling with it in a volatile market. Waiting longer doesn't guarantee you'll be wealthier. In fact, it increases the chance that external forces beyond your control, like recessions, inflation, or stock market crashes, could jeopardize everything you've worked for. So the real question is, are you prepared to keep playing financial roulette with your retirement? Or is it time to take control and secure your future before the market decides for you? You can still earn money without the 9 to 5. One of the biggest fears about retiring early is running out of money. But here's the reality. Retirement doesn't mean you stop making money. It means you stop relying on a job you don't enjoy. In today's world, there are countless ways to generate income without being tied to an office, a boss, or a rigid schedule. Many early retirees discover that once they leave their full-time jobs, they finally have time to pursue passion projects, consulting, freelancing, or even small businesses. Some invest in real estate, while others create passive income streams through dividends, rental properties, or online businesses. The key difference: they're making money on their own terms, not someone else's. Warren Buffett famously said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." And that's exactly why early retirees focus on building financial independence rather than relying on a paycheck. By retiring sooner, you give yourself more time to develop income streams that don't require trading hours for dollars. Think about it. Would you rather spend another decade in a stressful job or use that time to create income in a way that brings you freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment? The truth is, financial security isn't about how long you work. It's about how smart you work. And the sooner you start, the sooner you can truly enjoy life. Now ask yourself, what's stopping you from designing a life where work is optional? Because that's what early retirement is really about. Having choices, not obligations. If you want to discover new strategies for a happy retirement with money in your pocket, click the subscribe button below the video now. Every year, you don't apply the right strategies, you leave more money on the table.